everyone, this is Pernilla from Taking My Life Back. I'm a mother of four and an entrepreneur. And on this channel, we talk about how to not lose yourself, how to find yourself again. A lot of us, we kind of lose ourselves as individuals when we become moms and wives and have a career and whatever. So after a couple of years, a lot of us, we kind of don't really feel that we know ourselves anymore. We kind of feel like we got lost in this whole process. And I felt that way too. And here I kind of share all the stuff and all the work I've been doing to, find myself again. And I really hope you'll enjoy my tips on this channel. So who knows this scenario? You come home from work, you're tired, you had a really long day, and you just want to kick your feet up and don't do anything else. And you come into the house and nothing is done. The dinner is not ready. The dishwasher hasn't been emptied. There's new dishes waiting for you in the kitchen. And you're like, oh, so now I just have to get all this stuff done, right? And you get really, really infuriated. You're like, oh my God, there's always these people in the house and nobody ever thought of doing anything. I'm the one who has to do everything when I come home from work. And you get really mad. But you don't say anything. So you just kind of keep it to yourself, right? So this is what I call the frustrated superhero syndrome. Yes. Why? I think we could actually even call it the frustrated superwoman syndrome, because I think maybe this is very feminine, but maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, this is something I know really, really well for myself. And for many years, it's been like that. I was like, oh my God, how come, nobody ever thinks about doing any of this stuff, right? And it's like, but then I kind of realized actually that I'm the kind of person who likes to be in this role as a superwoman. I can do anything. I can have a career. I can create my own company. I can have 4 kids. I can do everything myself. And I don't need the help of anybody else. I'd like to feel like the one that, is kind of the center of this whole family and the center of the house, I guess. Something I have realized now that I kind of, were feeding on, because it made me feel really valuable, right? And so everybody in my family, they've just, like my kids and my husband, they've just, they never thought about it because I always just do it, right? I've never asked for help. Even the times where I felt like, oh my God, I can't do this. Well, I never voiced it. I never said anything. I just kind of went ahead and did it. And then I was like on my head, like, but I never said anything. I didn't voice it. It's kind of like, can you imagine like Batman? At some point, he's like, oh my God, I'm so tired of always having to rescue Gotham City. Why can't they have a police force, right? Why can't they do it? Why do I have to do it every single day from Monday through Sunday, even on times where I'd actually rather be home and doing something else, or maybe going to dinner with my girlfriend or whatever. But no, I have to come to the rescue to Gotham City to rescue him from all the bad people, right? But he never says anything. He just does it. So nobody will be like, oh, maybe we should help out, right? Because he's Batman. So he's a superhero. So why would you think that as a normal human being, he would need help, right? Because he's like this amazing, well, okay, maybe it's a bad choice because Batman is a person. But let's say with Superman, for example, same thing. But the thing is, the normal people, they're not going to think that they can actually be of help, because this superhero already does everything so well themselves, and they never ask for help. So if they never ask for help, then why would anybody think they need help, right? And we're very often the same thing. Like, we as women, we tend to want to do everything ourselves and do all this stuff and get everything going by ourselves. And we never ask for help. Never. Did you ever say to your kids or your husband, you know what? Could you maybe do this one for when I come home tonight? Or, did you ever voice the fact that you were tired, that you were exhausted, that you were sick and tired of having to do everything at home? Did you ever voice it to anybody? Chances are you didn't. And if you never ever ask for help, well, you're not going to get it. That's the thing in life. It's something I really realized. If you don't ask for stuff, well, you're probably not going to get it. If you don't go for it, and if you don't voice your needs. And chances are that probably your husband and your kids don't even realize that you need this help. They probably think that you're doing such an amazing job. So they don't even think that how could they be of help, right? Especially if I'm kind of like that also, but let's be honest, right? Especially if you're kind of those people, like when people, when the other, like your husband or your kids do stuff and you're like, oh, this is great, but honestly, it'd be better if you do this, or you just do it like after them, right? The right way. That kind of tends to discourage any efforts. So just what I'm saying is that if you don't ask for help, you're probably not going to get it, because everybody is so used to you not needing any help. Same thing when you feel really bad. I am one of those persons. For example, when I feel like crap, I will never tell anybody. Maybe my husband, I will tell him, or, but if like friends will ask, oh, how are you doing? I'll be like, oh, I'm fine, even though I'm not. But I'm just like that because I want to be the strong person all the time. So I want to have the superwoman cape, but at the same time, I get really pissed when I'm the one who has to do all of the stuff myself. You see where I'm getting at? And I think that's really something, I don't think we think about it really. And obviously we could say, oh, but he could also see what needs to be done. But he could. But I'm actually thinking, if nobody in your house does anything to help out, it's probably because you've gotten them used to not doing it. I know it hurts, right? But it's probably like that. I mean, your kids, they just were born into this routine, right? So if you don't tell them, this is what needs to get done. This is what I would like you to get done. Well, how would they know what you expect of them? How would they know that you want them to do whatever it is? To empty the dishwasher or the dryer, or whatever it is, right? How would they be able to know that? They can't read your thoughts. Your husband can't read your thoughts. Can you read your husband's thoughts? Probably not. Maybe. That's what I thought about this once. I was always like, oh, he gives me so, like in the beginning, he would give me really, like he would be really bad at giving gifts. I was like, how could this be, right? And like, why doesn't he think about something I would really like? And then after a couple of years, I was like, okay, so if I don't say what I would really like, how can he actually know, right? I was always one of these people, and probably a lot of you out there are as well, that I would be like, I would like for him to know by himself what I would like. For example, for my birthday gift or for Christmas or whatever. And then I would be mad if he didn't. And I'm like, yeah, but that's kind of stupid, right? Because how would he be able to read my thoughts? So okay, good hints, but when you give a hint, for you it's obvious because you know what you mean by it, but maybe the other person don't really get it because they don't know what's in your head, right? And maybe I always thought I was like a great gift giver to my, kids and husband. I was like, maybe he's just being really nice. And he's like, oh, but she gave me this really really great gift, even though I didn't want it, or even that's what I didn't want, or whatever. And maybe he wanted something completely different. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him that if I really am a great gift giver. But I have just learned with the experience that this problem tends to solve itself when I actually tell him what I would like. So I just tell him just like, well, not just one thing, right? Obviously, I'm just like several things, but I'm being more explicit about it, and it's really working. And the same thing around the house. If I ask for help, I'm gonna get it. But if I don't ask for anything, I'm probably not gonna get anything, right? Kind of like when you say, "What would you want for your birthday, honey?" And you say, "Oh, I don't want anything." And if he actually gives you nothing, you're being like, "He didn't give anything." Well, you kind of told me you didn't want anything, right? Um, kind of the same thing with stuff around the house. If you don't voice your needs and you don't voice the fact that you would like help and for people to help out, well, they're probably just not going to think about it. It's not because they're bad or they're lazy or whatever. They just don't think about it because you've always done it without saying anything. So why would they know that now for you it's hard for one reason or another? How would they know? They can't. They can't read your thoughts. That is really one thing I'm taking away from this whole journey, and I'm really trying to live with now. People cannot, they cannot read your thoughts. They just can't. And it's actually maybe better. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, always think this. People cannot read your thoughts. So if you want something, express it, voice it, tell them, but tell them clearly, not the weird hinting kind of thing. No, you tell them clearly, this is what I would like for you to do for me. This is what I would like. And chances are that they're actually going to give you that help, but they're not if you don't say anything, right? People do not read your thoughts. It's a big takeaway from a lot of us, I think. I really hope you're gonna have like an aha moment. You're like, oh, really? Right? I never thought about it this way. And I just think I didn't think about it for many, many years like that. But now that I see it, I'm like, oh, right, obviously. So people cannot read your thoughts. So express your needs, express what you want, and you're probably gonna get it, right? But clearly, like really be precise. It's kind of like SMART goals. You always have to be precise, right? But this is the same thing. You have needs. You need to really, be precise about what it is that you want. And chances are that it's going to help out. So let me know if that works for you and if it's changed anything in your life. If you like this video, thumbs up. And if you like my videos in general, don't hesitate to subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.